Concept 1, the absolute reference. An absolute reference is a cell range reference in a formula whose location does not change when a formula is copied. This is on 3.10, and they give you a little chart of the different reference types, such as absolute reference and mixed references. So the first thing we're going to do is move to G7. We're going to come up here to G7, and we are going to click on the reference to E12 in the formula bar to edit the mode and select the reference. So we're going to come up here, and I'm going to hit F4 4 times. And F4 toggles through our references. Now we can see it with dollar signs. That's an absolute reference. If I hit it again, we go into mixed references. If we go there with nothing, that's a relative reference, the way it's normally put in, and then we're going to leave it as an absolute reference. Once I have it as an absolute reference, I'm going to go ahead and copy it down again. And I copy mine all the way down to G12, even though I believe in the book it tells you to stop at G11. I like to go down to G12 because you know you've done a proportion right if you go all the way down and the last one equals 1. Because the idea is it's the divided by the whole. And so if the whole divided by the whole is 1, you know you've done it right. And there you go. You can see now I have appropriate proportion in each one of those cells. Once I have done that, I'm going to select G7 through G11. And I'm going to open up my Home tab, which mine is open. And I'm going to click on the percent button. What this is going to do is going to put it in percent form for me. And with percentages, I like to have my decimals, so I'm going to increase my decimals by 2 places. And there you go. Now I have a good proportion. Now I'm going to come down here to total sales and delete that, now that I know that it worked. And then I'm going to extend my fill colors here so that it fits in with the rest of the document. And you have to unfortunately do each one of these manually. Same here. Well, you should get it to then look like this. After you've done that, it tells us to go ahead up here and come up to Save. Go to File, Save As. And again, you should have your own homework file for all of these. Well, I'm going to save it on my desktop as Forecast 3. So I'm going to delete that first part, come to the end, put a 3 on there, call it a day. There we go. The next thing we're going to do is create another spreadsheet, creating a second quarter worksheet. So I'm going to select the entire thing from A1 all the way down to G25. And I'm going to hit my copy button. And I'm going to come down and click on Sheet 2. And if you don't have a Sheet 2 here, you can just click on New Sheet, and it'll give you a Sheet 2. And I'm going to paste. And you'll see that it gives me everything I need. But it doesn't give me the right spacing. So I'm going to come up here to Paste and come down to my Paste Special Options. I'm going to choose Keep Source Column Widths. And you can see that it keeps my widths the same. However, it doesn't keep my rows the same, so I am going to have to come back and look at Sheet 1 and say, okay, Column 2, they stretch that one out a bit. Does that make it look right? Well, it's pretty close. Mine's a little too big now. And so it should match up pretty much identically. And once you've done that, you can click outside and see that now I have a Sheet 1 and a Sheet 2.